What's up? It is 8:20 in the AM hour. We didn't get a lot done yesterday. My buddy called, the guy that called yesterday, James. We went out to his shop to check out everything he's doing. He wanted us just to come see what he's got going on. And it's what I knew what he had. I definitely did. I know what he does. It was awesome. He builds amazing cars. So we spent more time out there than necessary and then ate lunch, and the next thing you know, it's late. So I did get both of these assembled yesterday. So now I just need to get the window in and put it all together. And then the last step in that process will be building the handle for the window. They're cutting down a tree across the street. It bees like that sometimes. They're gonna blow that chainsaw up. But I'm just gonna get these untaped, clean up any overspray, and run my mouth the whole time, I guess. I don't know. That chainsaw is singing. I burnt mine up. I need another one. Suckers are expensive for a good one. So right now I'm chainsawless, which sucks because I'm halfway through a project that requires a chainsaw. And now it's just like all my other projects. It is waiting in the wings for me to get back on them. But I like it like that sometimes because it gives me a variety of things to do, and I've got all the projects that matter to like my family, they're all handled. So it's just my personal stuff, and I mean, it might make my property look better, and I need to get it done. But it'll get done when it gets done. Just prioritizing for the most important stuff. All the stuff up here, I really try to stay on as much as possible, because this is kind of what I really want to be doing. Just to be able to do this all day, every day, is my thing. I actually enjoy the work. As much as that sounds crazy, I enjoy the work. It's kind of my free time to roll. Let me grab a razor. I just get to milled out, not really think about too much, just think about what I'm doing. It's kind of turned me into a workaholic, which it sucks sometimes because nobody else in my life's really a workaholic. Now, I'm a laboraholic or a doaholic. Some people, their work is looking at their phones and hustling, you know. And everybody's got their thing that's too much work, but my style is busy work, things that require me to do a task. But that stuff keeps me sane, man, for sure. So I keep doing it. That looks nice. The glass is dirty from my greasy hands. I feel like my hands are always sweaty. I don't know why. It's probably because I drank 3 cups of coffee. I like coffee. I've quit all the energy drinks. I don't even feel like they gave me energy. I just like the way they taste so much, and I was probably addicted. Just Red Bull. I don't drink any crazy name stuff. I drank Monsters for a little while, but it was just Red Bull for me. That was my fave. No sugar free. Give me the real deal. But I had to quit. Jesus, Russell. And it's a lot of money. God dog. I mean, I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, and then I started drinking a Red Bull a day, and that's dang near the same thing as a pack of cigarettes. Because I don't want a little one. I like it. I like to sip on it for a little while and enjoy it just like coffee, you know? Especially if I got a place I can keep it cool. Yeah, I like to just sip. I can't drink them anymore. I know they're not good for me. I've done enough stuff that's not good for me. So I should start taking some preventative action as much as possible and save $1 because, golly, it's a waste. When I think about what I could buy with the money that I waste in a year on stupid ass drinks, when it's not good for me in the first place, I had to stop. And now I just drank too much coffee. And that's probably why my hands are sweating. But these two things turned out very nicely. Very nicely. I'm happy. Minimal little bad tape spots. Is that on that? It's on the other side, Goofy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. At least the chainsaw quit so much. So, next in line, we're gonna put this glass in this housing. This is where the tricky stuff starts, because there's a stack of washers, and some of them have a little bit different shapes, and they gotta go in a very specific order. And I'm an idiot and didn't clean them up. They are good and lubricated, so I'm gonna clean them while we sit here. Hang on, let me get a wire brush. And I need some cutters. And let's set this back out of the way so we don't scratch it. So I put them on a zip tie in the order they come off. But this one right here, it's got a flat side on it. It has got to be facing a very particular direction to let the window pivot properly. So, and it and this washer go on first, and they go in this little slot down here at the bottom, and then the window goes through them. So you gotta slide them in there and then slide the window through them, and make sure that one faces in the right direction. And I'm pretty sure it faces towards the back of the window. We're gonna set this to the side. And we're gonna clean these up, and I will come back with a brush. There's the chainsaw again. Alright, that little spot where we were holding it. Very lightly dust these so they're not crazy wet. Face that way. Set that down. Clean this next piece. It's a little thinner. Tighten that up a little bit. I should have done this ahead of time. I don't know why I slacked off. Didn't do this with everything else. Just wasn't paying attention. Come on, fair. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these next two while those dry. Just keep them separated. Because I just need to get the glass through there, and then I can put all these on after the fact. and see how it goes. Need that one to slide against, I guess. This one's got a little shaped hole in it so it fits around the shaft good. But I know it's gonna need one on the stationary side not against the spring. Or does it need it on the spring side? I don't know how to tell. Oh, look at this one. Those two. Oh, so it goes on the spring side. And this, nope, I was right. It goes on the frame side of the glass. That's good. I did spray all this stuff, especially this. I don't even think the paint will stick to it because I sprayed it with WD-40. Because if you don't, these things have been sitting so long. If that nut is too tight and you bow on it too much, that piece right there, that shaft, you'll spin it off of there because it's just held on by a little bitty weld. So when you're taking these apart, I know this is a little late in the game, but lubricate this bolt good. If you gotta put a little heat on it, put a little heat on it. And when you're loosening this bolt, man, don't be torquing on it like crazy or you're gonna break this. And then welding it back on there never goes good. And then you're hunting for a frame, and that sucks. That's what we had to do on snake oil. Both of them broke. One of them had been re-welded already, and it was not in the right position or the right angle, and it had it in a bind all the time, and it just didn't work good. So found a whole new frame. I say new, found a used one and restored the frame so it would have the factory location and that little factory weld. And it just makes it work nicer. Oh, you're the thinnest one yet. This is the stuff that kind of sucks about little restoration work. And this could be done way nicer. Really could. You could have your little sandblasting booth, sandblast all these little parts, repaint them. You could really take this real far. But this truck's a 1985, and this stuff has been in that door since 1985. I seriously doubt anybody's ever done anything to it. And it lasted pretty long. So just a little bit of care, and it'll last a little longer. We will go ahead and spray these two washers. Now I'm an idiot. Where am I going to sit it? Sit it right there. And that's why I have black fingernails, because I'm too lazy to get a glove. All right. Oh yeah, those two are dry enough to carry on. Oh, I can feel the paint in my armhole. So, oh man, let's look again, be sure. Yeah. Okay, the flat one goes against the window frame. The washer goes on the bottom in between. You just gotta kind of feed this through here, and there's a hole in that plastic, or you gotta kind of make the hole, but it's really thin. See, it popped through really easy. All right, and you gotta do this without scratching everything. Just get it lined up there. Come on, broski. Don't do this to me. Oh, I see the problem here. Oh, wait a minute. It's happening. Oh, yo say, wait a minute. There we go. Maybe. See, I've only done this once, so I don't mind just trying a few different ways until I figure it out. And that's not it either. Or is it? How did I do that? Without scratching the crap out of it. It's got to be behind there because that's where it goes. No, you're not there, bro. Oh, that son of a gun will turn, bro. There we go. Let's see if that sucker will turn back. Ah, see? No, I got that piece in the wrong spot. I turned it too far. So now it's locked in that position and it wants to turn back the other way. So you got to get that little flat washer facing the right direction so your window can function. And I don't know where it goes, man. I don't mind the trial and error. Okay, little flat washer, you face that way. Come on. Little washer screwing me now. Let's see. Let's see. Did I do it? Come on, get down. I did it. That lets it close the right direction. Now I just got to get it seated down in there. Get it under this top. That's it. That's it, buddy. Just got to get the window pivot point underneath the frame pivot point. It goes on the bottom. Yeah, buddy. Hey, I'm happy with that. Okay, now let's double check. Because I forget again. Yes, smooth washer, fitted washer, spring keeper with, this is, once you tighten it up, you fold these ears over to lock, I mean, not the spring keeper, the nut keeper. It goes on, and those ears, once you tighten the nut where you want it, you fold those ears over, and it's kind of like a locking tool to keep the nut from backing off. And then the nut. And it's a 1/2 inch. Make sure you don't cross thread it. If it feels cross threaded, don't tighten it. Work that sucker on there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You go, girl. All right. I don't want to tighten this up too much until I get my top pin in there, my hinge pin. And it's a rivet, it's a hinge rivet. I guess you would call it a rivet. That's what I'm calling it. It's a rivet. And this is gonna be the last, most dangerous thing on here. Because you've gotta hit that sucker with a hammer and a tool. And you need a dolly behind it or a hard surface. I'm probably gonna use this table, put some tape on it, and try to hold this with my shoulder and swing on it. We'll see what happens. I need my little hammer. It's over here, I bet. It's not. There's a little hammer. Did I put it up? I put it up. Put it up. This is the scary part. This is where you can ruin all your work. So, this is my little hinge rivet. Get it out of here and show you. You probably ain't even gonna be able to see it. But that little sucker is what goes in the top up here. And it is press, you gotta hammer it together with these little tools they send you. There might be another tool out there. It'd be tight if there was. But we ordered 2 kits and they sent 2, and I smashed one up good. So I use it to flatten it out, and then this one's still got the little concave to it. But this will be the tricky part. This table is thick metal. We're gonna put a couple pieces of tape on it right here on the corner, so we can minimize any scratching, because we're gonna use this as our dolly. We're gonna double that up because I want to. And now let's see how we're gonna position this to be able to hold it. It's these moments where bad decisions are made. At least it started. I'm in a precarious spot. Still got a little slack in it, but it lets it open. I need to tighten it up a little more. There's my good buddy Chase. So I didn't get that far enough. Let's get it a little further, a little further, a little further, a little further. In this weird position, using my belly. Don't want to get that on there. Felt a little more comfortable that time. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, that's good. That little sucker closes. Nice, nice, nice. All right, one more to do, and then oh, let me tighten this up now. Let me make sure this is good and tight. I wonder. Now I'm all concerned if I got it tight enough. I'll choose my flatter one. Let's see if we can flatten this out some. Yeah, bro, don't overdo it. I'm telling myself that. I don't know if that's the right thing or not, but it's pretty daggum good looking. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing tightening this bolt I talked about a while ago too. I am not going to make this thing gorilla tight. This is just to put tension on this. I'm not going crazy. Not going crazy. I'm just kind of doing it by feel. You don't want it to be so tight that the window won't work, but you don't want it to be flappy either. You know, maybe even simulate it a little bit. You're on the passenger side. Yeah, that's not bad. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna use a pair of pliers to pinch them down. And that's that. And then I'll wait and I'll build both handles at the same time. And so like this little spot right here, if you can see it, I don't know if you can tell there. You can tell right there that let's see if I can make this visible. Right there, that the stripping's not fitting good. So on the blue truck, I fought it for a little while, and every time I'd open it, it wouldn't fit good, it wouldn't fit good. And I just decided to go ahead and put the windows in the truck and then put it outside. And I'd put it outside and I would take a plastic tool or something and get that thing fed out there so it was laid on top like it was supposed to be, and anywhere else that the rubber wasn't fitting good, and just leave it out in the sun with it closed to make sure it's closed good and tight. And the sun just kind of let that rubber relax into the position where it was. And then from there on out, it's worked. So I'm pleased with this. It's pretty nice for DIY. And now I'm gonna build the other one. Chase is gonna be here in a little while. And we'll start doing our morning routine and get back to work on this truck today. We're almost done with all the little things we need to do. The C notch will be the most time consuming thing. And Chase has been doing all of that. All the flip kit installation, he put the O2 sensors in. So he's making good headway on it. And I've been rebuilding these windows and doors and lubricating all the latches and cleaning them up and just trying to get this thing ready. So holla.